Here at Coleg Menai we are extremely proud to have won ColegauCymru's Bilingualism Award, and I think it reflects the very hard work that has been done to work with the local economy and ensure that local young people have every opportunity to go for high status employment, which we hope will follow with the Energy Island scheme in Anglesey, and of course it will be available as work for people from a wider area for North West Wales.
The work that we've done at the college over the last few years has been to develop the engineering provision that we have with partnerships between the local schools and the college, and also with local industry.
We've been part of the Energy Island concept on Anglesey from its inception, really, where we discuss the opportunities available for young people and for retraining to ensure that the training that takes place meets all the employers' requirements.
Obviously some companies, because they're internationally based, will use English as a base language, but obviously a lot of the people are recruited locally, and using Welsh on a day-to-day basis is encouraged to make sure that they have very clear, precise communication, which is very important within engineering.
The area that we serve, North Gwynedd and Anglesey, has the highest percentage of Welsh speakers within its communities of anywhere in Wales. We have of course seen within the last census that the percentage of Welsh speakers is falling, but alongside that we need to bear in mind what the language policy of the local schools, local education authorities is, in which all the schools are officially bilingual, and 82% of Year 11 pupils in Gwynedd will take Welsh First Language and 65% in Anglesey.
So what we've done is with the schools and with the local councils is come up with a scheme where we have a partnership between the schools, the college and industry, and we've identified specific skills that people will need in the future, and that's where we put the programme together with regards to engineering.
Working with local schools has given us an opportunity to be able to develop programmes to allow young people to progress into FE, and being able to study their programmes bilingually has allowed us to minimise the disruption as a result of that transition from mainstream education to vocational education.
Our groups are not uniformly Welsh speaking. In every group there will be young people who have come up through Gwynedd or Anglesey's education system and are very confident and competent in Welsh, but there will almost invariably be people in the group as well who don't speak a word of Welsh. So our Welsh speaking tutors therefore have to teach the whole group bilingually to make sure that everybody is understanding and keeping up and flourishing.
Being a technical background in engineering, it's very difficult sometimes to find relevant and modern texts that give the students support to get the best grades that they can within their qualifications in Welsh. That means that there's a lot more pressure on the teaching staff in the college to make sure that everything they do is bilingual, and it doesn't matter which language the students decide to partake in the qualification, that they always have the best opportunities to get the best knowledge and the best grades at the end of their time with us at the college.
Now, to help with this, we have a team of translators here in the college, but it must be said that an awful lot of the work is prepared by the tutors themselves, as very professional people who evidently want to have their own handle on the materials that they are using. And I think in this respect it's very important to explain clearly how critically important the role of the tutor is. Now, the tutor working in this bilingual environment has to be a language leader. They have to set the role model for the learners to follow, because otherwise the pattern tends to be that we can be just offering the provision and the resources through the medium of Welsh, but the uptake is very low.
We've been responsible for developing resources in connection with local schools so that school pupils can actually attend the college and undertake a level 2 engineering course and a follow-up to level 3 as well for their preferred language. The advantages for making sure that these pupils can undertake the courses through the medium of Welsh and English is when it comes to employment, there's more chances for them to develop their literacy and numeracy skills. literacy skills in terms of can actually develop their communication skills, because students work as a team and to solve problems as a team as well. All of the resources that we got in the college has been developed in Welsh and English, and most of them we have side by side. A lot of the technical terms, they have been made bold or outlined so the kids can understand what the terms are in both languages, and that helps to promote the English learners, or to promote Welsh to the English learners as well.
During the years, the various resources out that we have been developed and honed as we've gained more experience of using and delivering bilingually, and sort of by now the staff are very confident in doing this, and the resources that we have are very good indeed. You know, they're sort of interactive, they have graphics and animations and so on in there. So a lot of work's gone into it, but we can see the benefits by ensuring that all of this material is available to all the students throughout the engineering department.
What's interesting here is that not only have we seen the learners feeling confident and being enabled to do work through the medium of Welsh, and that in a STEM subject, which is not, there's no tradition of doing this sort of work in Welsh in further education or beyond. So it really is quite extraordinary, and this is one of perhaps the most pioneering points. But the other effect that we have seen is the confidence of this tutor and his role as language leader also having an impact on other members of staff who are Welsh speakers but not necessarily as confident, and now feel, having seen that somebody else can do this, that they can do it too, that it isn't an impossible barrier.
Being in a local area which is sort of Welsh predominant, obviously having these provisions available in a bilingual format is very important. The children who come to us from the school get a majority of their education through Welsh, and it's important that we show that we support the language in the college as well, and obviously all our provision is available bilingually.
Particularly in Anglesey, we are experiencing emigration by young people, which is of course a source of concern, and we really do hope that there is potential with the Energy Island Unisini project that this will stem that flow and provide opportunities, very well paid opportunities for people who are sufficiently qualified to be able to work locally and live locally.